Hello and welcome to another update video about Filecoin. A lot of you asked me for a Filecoin update, so I want to share with you my latest perspective. Hasn't changed in months, so actually maybe not in a year. I don't know, when I made the last video I haven't rewatched it, but I know that a couple of months ago I posted one of the updates on Telegram and Discord for our gold members. And I already shared this wave count. So the assumption, the structure hasn't changed at all. The idea was that in any wave 2 corrective rally, after we have a 5-wave move down, which is a trending move, which makes the move up currently just a counter trend move, which isn't very bullish, right? That this could easily reach the area between $23.54 to $80.40. So that's sort of the resistance range. And it looks like it wants to get there. I mean, you know, we'll see how far it gets, but it looks like it's not done yet. We're going to zoom in and take a look at it as well. I just use here the larger time frame chart just to show you the overall bigger picture. The problem is that initially we've got this kind of ABC structure to the upside. What is not so great is that we have this 5-wave move to the downside. I mean, that doesn't really help the chart. And bear in mind, I mean, Filecoin is one of the charts that literally, I mean, it's one of the coins that retraced most, you know, basically nearly 100%. So it basically dropped like nearly 100% of the entire, well, since it formed an all-time high, right? Like nearly 100%. So, I mean, you know, yeah, you know, it's just the sentiment that affects the sentiment. Now, okay, and it doesn't mean it is dead. No, I mean, they can always restart. It's just what is probabilities, right? Do the probabilities suggest that this coin will go to all-time highs? Well, honestly, I'm highly skeptical about that. Okay, I wouldn't assume it. Okay, it's worth keeping an open mind always in crypto, but therefore we are tracking the resistance levels. So first of all, we need to get there anyway, and then we can talk. I mean, if we get towards the $88 level, which is all covered by the current scenario, I mean, even that, and I'm not telling you we will go all the way to 88, but I mean, even that's a 10x to get up there, right? So that's sort of something to watch, but we don't necessarily need to get it the price there. It's just in a corrective rally in a wave 2, the price would typically reach this range. It is worth to add the 38.2 retracement level as a first level to watch. This is at $13.63. So just wanted to start with a bigger picture. So we have a corrective rally into the 2021 highs. We have 5 waves down into the December 22 lows. And then the market started to form a corrective pattern, a corrective rally to the upside, basically. Yeah, started with that. Yeah, and it's taken a while for it to start moving, but now it likely form the A wave, it likely formed the B wave, and we might now be in the C wave. Is there a more bullish scenario? I mean, yeah, I mean, if it forms like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ideally we break above resistance, then we can call that a wave 1, right? And then we talk about the wave 2 pullback. But I don't, you know, for me, it doesn't matter if I label something an ABC structure to the upside or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because first of all, we need to see if it fills in the C wave anyway. And the probabilities are questionable for a more bullish interpretation due to the 5-wave move down and the fact that it literally lost 99% in value. What I would change, though, from my last update is the idea that the chart formed a B-wave triangle. I don't think this is what played out. I think the B-wave low needs to sit here. Okay, and then we first of all need to get the 3 waves properly completed before we can talk about 5 waves. So how would that look like? So this looks clearly like a 1-2 down here. There would be the wave 1 and the wave 2 in wave C. So then we're likely dealing now with the 3rd wave, which is still unfolding. Then we need to get a 4 and a 5. And that would form the ABC structure. So if after the wave C, the price is forming another higher low and another higher high, yeah, I mean, then we have a more bullish scenario. Let me first, because then it shows us, okay, the market, you know, Filecoin, you know, wants it. It wants to get to all-time highs. But we can really only say that once the market has shown us 5 waves. At the moment, the projection is here for higher prices to form 5 waves in the C wave. And it would probably be, again, another beautiful diagonal pattern, right? But the third wave is likely not finished. So what are the targets for wave 3? So there are different ways of calculating targets. We can take the length of wave 1, we go to the low of the wave 2, and then we have typically a range of levels to watch. We are dealing with, typically it starts at the 1.38, we might have reached it already, 1.5, 1.618, 200% extension are sort of the common levels for a third wave. Okay, so I can take out the 1.38, okay, and I can take out the 1.5 because we've reached them already. The next ones are the 1.618 extension and the 200%, and actually it makes sense to add the 1.786, it's sort of in between. These are the next levels to watch, okay, for wave 3. So, and then we should still get a 4 or 5 afterwards. At the moment, there is no indication wave 3 is topped. And bear in mind, we're actually already in an area where targets have been reached for wave 3. Just, it seems at the moment it wants to get to the next one. So yeah, I think the resistance areas as well as targets for wave 3 are clear. Doesn't mean it couldn't extend higher. It certainly can. We first need at some point a pullback in wave 4, or to start some kind of a pullback to suggest wave 4 has started. Support for wave 4, at the moment micro support, I wouldn't really want it to go below $4.75. So ideally the $4.75 level is holding. That's micro support, $4.75 to $6.11. Bear in mind this level has to be moved together with the price. As the price climbs higher, also the micro support level needs to climb higher. I'll make that box a little smaller. Don't want to have it so huge on the chart. Okay, and that should give you all the levels, right? That you need to know. What we can also do is we can take, in addition to that, see if we get any confluence. Take the length of the A wave, then we go to the low of the B wave, and what is the wider target area here? I mean, typically the 100% extension level to the 1.618. These are additional levels where the price can react. This is basically just the larger degree. So where we say, okay, what is, what we just did was target just for the third wave, then we get a 4 and a 5. In addition to that, what is generally the target for the C wave, just by taking the length of the A wave? And it starts at $10.77, but it seems likely will go a little higher due to the subdivisions here. So yeah, maybe $14.96, $18.27. We'll add that later. For now, let's focus on the third wave and then see if we hold a wave 4 pullback. But yeah, I mean, the overall long-term outlook is highly questionable and speculative due to well, the 5-wave move down. Okay, so again, that is the broader resistance area. What can always happen if this ABC finishes, that can always be just a larger A wave, and then we come down in B and move up in C later. Okay, so that could all be covered by the wave 2. So we'll have to take it level by level with a chart like that, but a lot of you asked for an update, and I think it gives you all the levels you need to know right now. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.